public confidence in electoral management bodies and state security as a good recipe for national elections. Mr. Jonathan said the two institutions are key in attracting citizen support and participation. He said their partial role will build public confidence in revealing that elections were held free, fair, and credible.
Some of the issues that citizens raise, especially the political actors, in terms of voters register, because hard issues of voters register not yet been cleaned up, people are a bit agitated. I think another issue that we pick is the issue of adequate voters education.
The former Nigerian president spoke Wednesday when a delegation from the ECOWAS Early Forum paid a courtesy visit to the Board of Commissioners of the National Elections Commission in Sinka. The head of the ECOWAS Early Forum also disclosed that the delegation was in Liberia to hold discussions with NEC and all relevant institutions ahead of the October 10 elections. Meanwhile, NEC chairperson David Etad Brown Lassana informed the ECOWAS Early Forum delegation that the National Elections Commission is prepared to conduct the 2023 elections. Madam Brown Lassana recounted some of the processes NEC has conducted so far, in line with his guidelines signifying that it is on track for October 10 polls. She disclosed that the Commission successfully conducted Liberia's first ever BVR exercise, including the nationwide exhibition of the provisional BVR rule.
We have conducted biometric for the first time voter registration, which generated some 2.4 plus million Liberians registered in our process.
Madam Brown Lassana also spoke of the ongoing candidate nomination exercise expected to end in the coming days. She said NEC and the Ministry of Finance are working together to ensure the needed funds are available to the Commission for the conduct of the October 10 presidential and legislative elections. The House of Representatives has concurred with the Senate for the ratification of the African Continental Free Trade Area earlier submitted by President George Weah. The African Continental Free Trade Area creates a single market, eliminates trade barriers, and advance value-added production across African economies. It also seeks to foster industrialization, investment, and the achievement of the 2063 Agenda, the African Union's long-term development strategy. Prior to the concurrence Tuesday, Liberia was among a few countries in Africa that are yet to ratify the agreement. Meanwhile, the instrument is expected to be sent to the president for consideration and subsequent signing into law. In another development, the House of Representatives has endorsed its Joint Committee's report on Internal Affairs and Judiciary for an eye to create Gban Township in Bomi County. The committee believes giving Gban a township will ensure the presence of local government administration and boost economic activities in the area. The report added that Gban is a rapidly growing community that needs the structure of a local government to guarantee law and order. Moments after the passage, Sinjar District Representative Fina Lassana hailed her colleagues for concurring with the Senate. Meanwhile, the instrument is expected to be sent to the President for consideration and signing into handbill. Renowned Liberian economist Samuel Jackson says United Party standard bearer Joseph Boakai has made no tangible impact on the lives of Liberians in his over 45 years in public service. Mr. Jackson stated that Ambassador Boakai has been nothing more than a self-emitting party vehicle in the garage, unable to move because of his faulty political engine. Appearing on ELBC Nighttime magazine program, Open Conversation, the Liberian economist also expressed a serious disappointment by the past government to have spent over $1 billion to refurbish Mount Coffee hydropower that only generated 10% of the country's population or the electricity grid.
If you look at his record, his 45 years of record in the Liberian bureaucracy in association with Liberian government, I don't see any success story that you can tell the way he's rescued anything.
According to Mr. Jackson, the refurbished Mount Coffee power dam was a technically deficient political dam that was only represented an asset of no utility value. Mr. Jassy noted that it had to take the swift intervention of the Weah-led administration through the CLSG contracted energy arrangement to augment Liberia's electricity grid to 30%. And the Liberian government has hailed the words of outgoing U.S. Ambassador Michael McCarthy. Speaking on behalf of President Weah, Foreign Minister De Masakimia said the relations between the governments of Liberia and the United States were well sustained during the tour of duty here in Liberia. Minister Kimia named the attendance of President Weah at the Democracy Summit and a meeting with U.S. government at the White House as two concrete endeavors achieved under the stewardship of Ambassador McCarthy in Liberia. Minister Kimia was speaking Tuesday at the farewell reception organized by the Liberian government in honor of the ongoing U.S. Ambassador Michael McCarthy. In remarks, Ambassador McCarthy commended the Liberian government for allowing him to enjoy what he called the freedom of expression in Liberia. He expressed the optimism that the government and people of Liberia will enjoy major developments through investment opportunities.
Emmanuel Colley with the news bulletin.